After its close pass by the Sun, 3I/ATLAS did something no comet should. It brightened 5 times, lost nearly 20% of its mass, and yet Voyager saw no tail, no gas, no dust, just a glowing, accelerating object breaking every rule of physics we know. Now, NASA's latest data hints at something far more shocking than anyone expected. Is this still nature, or something else? Let's dive right in. When the first high-resolution images of 3I/ATLAS arrived, no one at NASA expected to witness a mystery that would shake the foundations of modern astronomy. Scientists assumed it was just another interstellar comet, an icy rock, burning bright under the sun's heat. But that illusion shattered the moment they zoomed in. There was no tail, no trail of dust, no familiar cometary glow, only a compact, radiant sphere that gleamed an unnatural shade of blue. At its closest pass to the Sun, October 29th, 3I/ATLAS absorbed more than 770 watts of solar energy per square meter. Under normal physics, that kind of radiation would rip volatile material apart, sending a blazing tail streaming into space. Instead, 3I/ATLAS didn't evaporate. It brightened 5 times stronger, its color shifting bluer than the sun itself. That's the moment when scientists stopped treating it like a rock and started wondering if it was something else entirely. Dr. Avi Loeb, leading researcher at Harvard, decided to run the numbers himself. The calculations were disturbing. If this object was accelerating as data showed, it must have lost at least 10 to 20% of its entire mass to gas and dust emissions. Yet, telescopes found none. The expected debris cloud, massive, visible, undeniable, simply wasn't there. That defied the laws of physics as we know them. When the Stereo A Observatory compared 3I/ATLAS to another comet named Lemon, the difference was almost surreal. Lemon's long, graceful tail arced perfectly away from the sun. 3I/ATLAS, a clean, glowing sphere, no trail, no signature of gas or ice. It was as if something was deliberately controlling its surface, regulating heat, reflecting energy, resisting solar radiation, not by accident, by design. Even stranger, Loeb's analysis of the spectral data revealed a metallic fingerprint, abundant nickel but very little iron. To anyone outside the lab, that might sound trivial, but to a scientist, it's extraordinary. That ratio simply doesn't exist in natural bodies within our solar system. It does exist, however, in manufactured nickel alloys used in aerospace structures and high-temperature reactors. Loeb said it plainly. The only other place we find that kind of composition is in human industry. That statement divided the scientific community overnight. Some dismissed it as overreach. Others whispered that maybe, just maybe, he was right. Because in all recorded observations, nothing, absolutely nothing, behaves this way under solar radiation. And then came a detail that felt almost scripted from a sci-fi film. 3I/ATLAS entered the solar system from nearly the same direction as the 1977 WOW signal, the most mysterious radio transmission ever captured, a 72-second burst of energy from deep space that scientists still can't explain. The coordinates were within 9 degrees of each other. Was that coincidence or connection? Loeb refused to make bold claims, but he admitted the coincidence was too close for comfort. It was enough to push the mystery beyond science and into something much bigger. And yet, the deeper NASA looked, the stranger it became. The object wasn't just weird, it was fast. Traveling through space 3 times faster than our most powerful rockets, 3I/ATLAS is also 50 times larger than SpaceX's Starship. That means if this were a technological craft, it's operating on a scale of engineering humanity can't even approach. Fox 10. Phoenix asked Loeb the question everyone was thinking. If it's technological, are we screwed? Loeb laughed softly but didn't deflect. If it is technological, yes, there's nothing we can do. But if it's natural, it still teaches us humility. That moment went viral. Because behind the humor, you could hear something deeper. A scientist confronting the possibility that we might not be alone and that we might not be in control. As 3I/ATLAS races silently toward its closest approach to Earth on December 19th, tension is building across observatories worldwide. Loeb even joked, "Let's hope we don't receive an unwanted gift for Christmas." That mix of curiosity and unease now defines the global reaction. Because for all our technological power, Earth is simply an observer in this event, unable to catch up, unable to intervene. Even NASA's most advanced probe, Juno, could have intercepted 3I/ATLAS if it still had its fuel. Loeb's simulation showed that with enough propellant, Juno could have crossed its path by March 2026, giving humanity its first close-up encounter with an interstellar traveler. But Juno's tanks are nearly dry, and the window is closing fast. That's why Loeb and others are now calling for a new class of missions, interstellar defense and exploration systems that can detect, track, and intercept foreign objects before they pass us by forever. Because these visitors might not just be threats, they might be opportunities. It takes billions of years for material to travel between stars, Loeb said, yet now that material is coming to us. We'd be foolish not to study it. Imagine what could be learned from such an object, its composition, its structure, maybe even traces of life or technology from another system. The irony? We spend billions trying to reach the stars, while something from another star just entered our backyard, and we're not ready to meet it. That realization has reached beyond academia, into the halls of Congress. In Washington, Loeb has briefed several lawmakers about 3I/ATLAS, including Representative Anna Paulina Luna, who's been surprisingly open to scientific dialogue. According to Loeb, she even coordinated with NASA officials to release delayed imagery from the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter's HiRISE camera, images that had been stuck behind bureaucratic walls during the government shutdown. This is new. Congress isn't usually involved in space anomalies, but this time they're paying attention, especially since the AARO office, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, was established to handle unidentified aerial phenomena. And while ARO mostly deals with Earth-based UAPs, the arrival of interstellar visitors like 3I/ATLAS has blurred the lines between astronomy and defense. Loeb has even met with Pentagon representatives. Their current stance? No clear evidence of extraterrestrial technology. But he's not convinced that means much. If such data exists, he said, it's probably buried under classification. And that would be a mistake, because their job is national security, not cosmic truth. That single line says everything about how Loeb approaches this mystery, with evidence, not emotion. He doesn't chase aliens, he chases data. That pursuit is what led him to create the Galileo Project, an independent global network of observatories built to study unidentified objects using transparent, verifiable data. 3 of these stations are already active, 1 in Las Vegas, 2 on the East Coast, each equipped with high-resolution optical and infrared sensors, supported by AI-driven algorithms to filter out aircraft, drones, and natural phenomena. This isn't about conspiracy, it's about accountability. Because Loeb believes that if governments won't reveal the truth, science should uncover it instead. The universe doesn't care about politics, he said. Reality exists whether we look or not. So let's look. That's what makes 3I/ATLAS more than just another story. It's a test of whether humanity is ready to confront truth without fear. And here's the real twist. This isn't the first time something like this has happened. In 2017, the first interstellar object ever discovered, Oumuamua, also behaved like no known comet or asteroid. It too showed non-gravitational acceleration. It too had no tail. Now, barely 6 years later, another one appears. Bigger, faster, stranger. Once might be coincidence. Twice, that's a pattern. Loeb has a theory, quietly shared among colleagues, that we might be sitting inside a kind of interstellar traffic lane, a region that naturally attracts passing debris, or probes. It sounds speculative, but the data doesn't rule it out. And if he's right, 3I/ATLAS could be the first of many more visitors to come. For now, NASA's official position remains conservative. 3I/ATLAS is a natural object of interstellar origin, exhibiting complex behavior we don't yet fully understand. But the tone has changed, because when a mystery refuses to fit inside existing models, the responsible question isn't how to explain it away. It's, what are we missing? That's where science grows. That's where truth hides. And that's what keeps millions of people glued to this story, because whether 3I/ATLAS turns out to be a cosmic accident or a technological artifact, it's already done something incredible. It made us curious again. Somewhere out there, a silent blue traveler is passing through our solar system. It doesn't speak. It doesn't leave a trail. But it leaves us with a single haunting question, one that humanity isn't ready to answer yet. What if we're being watched, and we never even noticed? Maybe it's just a rock, a frozen traveler from another star, passing quietly through our solar system. Or maybe it's something that was sent. 3I/ATLAS has broken every rule we know. No tail, no debris, no answers. Yet it's giving us one undeniable truth. The universe is far stranger and far closer than we ever imagined. As it drifts toward Earth this December, we're not just watching space. We're witnessing history unfold in real time. So what do you think? Natural anomaly or intelligent design? Drop your thoughts below. And if you want to stay ahead of every shocking discovery like this one, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more updates from Galactic Breaking News, where space isn't just explored, it's decoded. Stay curious. The story isn't over yet.